Hey guys, welcome back to our Paul Lemon YouTube channel. So in today's video, we are going to be discussing how to create your very own tenancy agreement. So whether you're a landlord looking to rent out your property or a tenant wanting to secure your new home, a solid tenancy agreement is crucial. So without further ado, let's get into it. So today I'll take you through the process step by step. So step one, you need to gather the essentials. So before you dive in, gather the essential information you would need, like names and contact information of all parties involved. So this basically includes the landlord, tenants, and any guarantors if viable in the agreement. You also need to include the description of the property. So this should include the address, type of property, and any key features. It should also include the start and end date of the tenancy. So this will determine the fixed term of the agreement. It should also contain monthly rent and payment details. So you clearly state here the rent amount, the due date, and preferred method of payment. It should also include security deposit amount. So this is a refundable deposit that protects the landlord from damage and unpaid rent. And it also should include utilities and other responsibilities. So in this segment, you need to clearly outline who is responsible for utilities, maintenance, and other costs associated with the property. So that falls into gathering the essentials. Step two, you need to choose a format. So there are several formats you can use for your tenancy agreement. You can find free templates online, you can make use of legal software, or you can consult a lawyer or a legal professional for a tailor-made agreement. Step three, you need to include key clauses. So while the specific clauses may vary depending on your location and individual need, some key clauses should always be included, and these are just some examples of the key clauses. So number one, you should have a clause for entry and exit. You need to define the process for the tenant to move in and out of the property. You should also make clear rent payment. So you need to clearly state the rent amount, due date, late payment fees, and procedures for rent increases. It should also include a segment for repairs and maintenance. You need to outline who is responsible for different types of repairs and how they will be handled. You also need to make a way for a termination clause. So you need to explain the grounds for termination and the notice period required by both parties. You should also make way for a segment of usage of property. So you need to clearly state So you need here to state any restrictions on the use of the property, such as subletting or pets, and you also need to provide a segment for dispute resolution. So in this segment, you need to define how disputes will be resolved, such as through mediation or arbitration. Step four, you need to review the agreement and then finalize. So what do we mean by this? So once you have drafted your agreement, you need to review it thoroughly to ensure that it's accurate, complete, and fair to both parties. You can have a friend or a family member or even a legal professional to review it for an additional perspective. It's so important, guys. And number five, sign and keep copies, a very important step. So once you're satisfied with the agreement, all the parties should sign and keep signed copies for their records. So there you have it, guys. 5 simple steps to follow in creating your very own tenancy agreement. So here are just some additional tips to keep in mind when drafting your own tenancy agreement. So number one, make sure to use clear and concise language. You must avoid legal jargon and make sure that the agreement is easy to understand. Number two, ensure that you research your local laws. So you need to be familiar with any specific tenancy laws or regulations in your area. Number 3, consider seeking legal advice. So if you are unsure about anything or have any complex need, it is good to consult with a lawyer. And number 4, and most importantly, keep a paper trail. So guys, maintain copies of all communications, receipts, and other relevant documents related to the agreement. So there you have it, guys. By following these steps and tips, you can create a clear and comprehensive tenancy agreement that protects both the landlord and the tenant. Remember, it is important to be informed and take your time to ensure a smooth and successful rental experience. So if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more legal tips and advice. So till our next video, bye.